Hey guys, I'm Tiffany Harlick, and we are doing Free Tarot Friday for the Wise Skies Collective channel. I use a normal tarot deck, the Golden Tarot, and I'm going to go through every sign in the zodiac, Aries all the way through Pisces, so everybody will get a fun reading. And I'm going to do a clarification with the Angel deck from Doreen Virtue. It's kind of an old one, but I just like it. So they look like this, they're a little different. So we're going to start with Aries, go all the way through Pisces, and I am usually pretty humble about asking for tips in the virtual tip jar, but today, if you get something out of this and it's helped you in some way, I ask you to donate into my virtual tip jar of Venmo or PayPal, because I'm going to use all of the donations to buy my friend a bike in India. His bike was stolen. He has been delivering food to his community, and now he's doing everything on foot, and I would like to gift him $350. So I want to ask you guys to donate so that I can use that for him to help his community. There's a big history there. There's a big friendship. I've been there in person. So somebody that we have a positive relationship with his family and his community, and it's strong on my heart. So that's my request, and let's get cooking with the readings. So first, we've got Aries. Let's clear the deck for Aries and get some really good, clear advice and practical information to help the Aries of the world who will be seeing this. What is it that they need to know for the weekend ahead? Just clearing our hearts, setting aside what we think we know so we can get a good message for our Aries. All right, the Emperor. All right, so Aries, it's like changing kind of changing the boss role is what I'm getting here. Being willing to not be in charge of everything, it looks like. There's a kind of an imbalance of power going on, or a role reversal, it looks like. It's not bad, it could be that you're stepping into a place of authority. It could be that you're accepting a new job. It could be that you're accepting a new role in life, like maybe you're marrying into a family that has a kiddo, and now all of a sudden you're a step parent. But to me, it's like, it's what haven't you considered about this new role or this role reversal that you're going through? And so you're just in this opportunity to really weigh the pros and cons around this new role or this role reversal. All right, and so we're going to ask for a card of clarification for our Aries. What would help make that more clear to any Aries watching? Okay. All right, so the Nine of Fire, it says, Aries, don't give up. Beautiful card. It says, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. Be willing to bloom where you're planted. Be willing to change roles. Be willing to stand up for yourself. Definitely a message of perseverance for our Aries this weekend. Great book for everybody. It was here because I was just teaching yoga over here, but The Warrior of the Light, Paulo Coelho, awesome book, especially with this message of perseverance for Aries. So we're going to go now into Taurus. We'll clear for our Taurus. Clearing for Taurus and seeing what is available for our Taurus friends. Just asking once again, any tips you guys make through PayPal or Venmo. I would love to raise $350 to buy a bike to help with food donations in India for them on the ground. All right, clearing for Taurus. Setting aside what we think we know so that we can have a clear experience, a spiritual, experience here. The Hierophant, Taurus. The Nine of Swords. We've got the Seven of Swords. Why? Taurus. Temperance. All right, it feels like somebody's been doing you wrong, or you feel like cheated, you know what I mean? Like, because we know that you aren't the one making the mistake here. It definitely feels like there's some source of anxiety that's been keeping you up at night, something that's robbing you of your time, you know what I mean? Like robbing you of your mental health. Okay, that's how I'm going to look at it. And it has to do with the Hierophant. So maybe it's a partner that you're focused on. The Hierophant to me means a marriage. So it could be that you are just squandering the hours here with some anxiety, right? This is a card of staying up late at night and, like thievery involved. So have you been obsessing about something to do with your partner, your potential partner, a partner from the past? Stuff like that is what this feels like, right? We've got the Temperance card, which is about reining it in. The Temperance is always comes when we have overdone something. We've been in overkill. We've overthought, we've overprocessed, we've overtalked about it, we've overeaten about it. Whatever the case is, the Temperance is like, come back to earth, Taurus, right? So like if you're a Taurus and that makes sense, here's your practice is just come back to earth. Visualize the energy coming through your head, down your spine, into the earth star, and just getting rerooted and grounded with that clean, earthy, maternal energy, knowing that you will be taken care of, that you will not be left alone, that you are supported, and that issues from the past in your past relationships are resolving. You're doing the best you can, you're doing the very best you can. I know you are. All right, so clearing the deck for a card of clarification for our Taurus friends. It's a good day to be alive. Oh my God, okay, what fell out? Let's see, we got the Two of Water, which is about relationships. This is such a relationshipy thing for you, Taurus, right? We've got the Two of Water, which is like the Two of Cups. So it says a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Taurus, that's great news. What that means is you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to keep in that fight or flight mode around your relationshipy stuff. That and how you are is how you are. So if you're having relationship issues with God, if you're not trusting God, if you're having relationship issues with your spouse, your kids, your neighbor, if there's some kind of relationship, right relationship is being restored in your life, this is cause for peace. All right, let's clear for Gemini. Let's see what our Geminis need to hear. Clearing for our Geminis that are watching and seeing what it is that the Geminis that are tuning in would benefit from. Okay. The Hermit, some alone time. The Moon reversed here. The Ten of Wands. We've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so this one's really clear. We can stop here. Thank you, universe. Gemini, like you've been carrying the weight of the world. You've actually been carrying some unknown things too. So like you've been the keeper of secrets, or somebody's really laid some information on you that may be taking a toll on you, or you might be carrying unnecessarily for other people. Fortunately, you don't have to do anything about it. So if you can shelve that in some way, right? The Hanged Man says do nothing right now. The Hermit says refill your cup, have some alone time, get into the spiritual side of things, plug into things that fill your cup. And I know that for a lot of Geminis that are social butterflies and social creatures, that means like, oh, I want to hang out with my friends and go do stuff. But this is really about making yourself happy just on your own, giving yourself some breathing room to truly do nothing, I have a Gemini friend who this morning said, I wish that there was a day of no work that was also not a holiday, And so I think that that's a perfect mirror for what she was sharing with me. All right, let's get a card of clarification for our Geminis. Taking a look into any Gemini that wants to watch today. All right, we get the Five of Fire. It says competing goals, bothersome details, and conflicts with others, right? So this is a card of clarification to choose your battles, to how do you conserve and disperse your energy responsibly? All right, Gemini, that one's for you. All right, let's clear now for who's after Gemini? Cancer. Let's clear for Cancer and see what it is we need our Cancers to know for the weekend. Clearing for Cancer. Let's get a card of clarity, advice that helps our Cancers feel like they are connected and on course. Clearing for our Cancers. Okay. All right. You guys saw me shuffle, right? Well, it's just not that much different for our Cancer friends. It's like there's something really heavy going on. You've been carrying a lot of the weight. You're worried about something. Something is robbing you of your time, and you're just feeling like you're taking on a lot. The good news is you don't have to. So just knowing that whatever you take on, is a choice, and being conscious about that. The suggestion here is the same as Gemini Cancer. It's do nothing, have a weekend to fill your cup. There's a King of Wands here reversed, and so I just feel like Cancer, you're being overly stimulated by, to me, the King of Wands is like the fire signs, the Sagittarius, the Leo, the, oh my God, who am I forgetting? Hello, Aries. Okay, thank you. So this is like being overly stimulated by either the fire signs in your life. Fire and water is very, very steamy, and that can be sexy and sensual, but it can also be like, boiling point is reached. So just, I'm not saying like don't hang out with them or don't fulfill obligations, but it does look like you would really benefit by kind of staying in your own lane this weekend and letting other people sort things out for themselves, and you with the Hanged Man doing nothing. All right, let's get a card of clarification for our Cancers. Hi Connie, hi Yvette. I think the comments are super slow to show up when I'm in the group for some reason, so I'm not ignoring you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you watching live and the replay. We're getting a card of clarification for Cancer. And we get the 8 of Air. That's pretty, whoops, sorry, 8 of Air. So this is like the 8 of Swords. It says an illusion of being trapped. And you know that in my normal deck, it's like a lady that kind of has her hands tied up, and it's being a prisoner of your own making. It says illusion of being trapped, lack of self-confidence, and afraid to take action. Now, the Cancers that I know are not afraid to take action, but they might be a prisoner of their own making in some way. All right, so let that be a point of clarification for you, Cancer. Now, if we go into, who's the next one, Leo? Let's clear for Leo. Hi, Sammy from the UK. Happy New Year to you too. Clear for Leo. Let's get a little spread going for the Leos that'll be watching. Recalibrating our energy. Whew. Okay, Leo. All right, so a couple of ways this could go. We start with the King and Queen of Swords and the Page of Coins. They're all reversed. We get a 6 of Coins also reversed. And so to me, this is like the happy family, not so happy. You know what I mean? It's like there's kind of discord going on with either your family of origin or people that you have a shared past with. There's something here bubbling up for a healing, for a conversation, for an aha moment. So I would say, Leo, don't be afraid to have the harder conversations this weekend. Show up for your people. Be willing to talk about the truth. Okay? We've got the Empress and the Hierophant. This is like, love and marriage and babies. So if you're not wanting to be particularly pregnant or fertile, this is like, woo, this is very like marriage and babies, Another way of looking at this, okay, could be, I was just talking about in the astrology of January, do you believe in what you pray for? We've got a Jupiter and Neptune thing going on in the skies, and there's a megaphone for your spiritual walk. So I feel like you are worried that it's not going to happen for you. Like some of the Leos watching are feeling like, I'm never going to get married and have babies, or my partner isn't fertile, or my work project is not, like I'm not reaching the level of fame and success that I had hoped for, right? And so there's this level of anxiety going on, and I'm going to tell you, Leo, look to your family of origin, look to your shared past with people from, blast from the past, to really help navigate where are the blocks. Like, why isn't life going in the direction that you had in mind here? Why are you worried about it? And I will tell you that it has to do with your family of origin. So it looks like you're on a fact-finding mission, Leo. Get some truths going. And be kind with yourself and others, because some of these truths that are being discussed might be super touchy. You never know what somebody's going through. Just when you think your story is the worst, somebody's will come across your path, and maybe they've got it a little harder. Maybe they've been where you are, or vice versa. But just be on the lookout for some aha moments with your family of origin in order to heal the family of your future. That's probably what I should have said to begin with. Thanks for letting me get there. Let's get a card of clarification for Leos. Okay, this one popped out, the Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped. I mean, is that weird? Even I can like witch myself out sometimes. Like, that's weird. That's literally what I just said. Not seeing the positive in the situation, crying over spilled milk. We're not going to leave you hanging there. But however, for better or worse, we get that card of being a prisoner of your own making. So whatever your designs and plans are for feeling the experience of love, partnership, going through life together with people, I would say it looks like, Leo, you really have some soul searching to do, and healing and forgiveness with your families, All right. Hi, Elodie. I miss you. Call me after. All right, let's clear for who's after Leo. 6, Virgo. Let's clear for Virgo and see what it is that our Virgos need to hear for this weekend. Hi, Yasmin. And okay, cool. Let's clear for so many cards fell out. Virgo, and just get a clear message for any Virgos watching. Clearing for Virgo. If you're just hopping on now, I want to plug again that any tips that you send my way through Venmo or PayPal today, I'm trying to raise $350 for my friend to buy their family a bike so they can continue to deliver food in remote places of India. Their bike was stolen, and they didn't ask for help. I didn't ask for permission to help, but I want to use the tips from today to buy them a bike. I know that enough people watch that if everybody puts in $5-10, then I know we can make a difference. So I appreciate anybody that can help, if you would. And now let's clear for Virgo. Clearing for Virgo. All right. Ooh. Woo. Sorry, Virgos, in advance. So we've got the 6 of coins upside down. We've got the 7 of swords, and we've got the death card reversed. And so to me, I'm going to say that maybe there's something from the past that's haunting you. Maybe there's something that has resurfaced, that has stolen some of your time, stolen some of your heart space. But it just feels like it's like there's a topic that maybe you didn't want to come back up that has come back up, and you're now putting it to rest again. And so it's like, ooh, that was uncomfortable, but we got through it. We have the 5 of Cups reversed here and the Knight of Wands. It's like, it's going to be okay. If you got really uncomfortable this week, Virgo, don't worry. We're moving forward. We're in new territory. We don't have to live in secrets or things that really screwed us up a long time ago. You're shifting out of that. You're shifting gears out of that. And I'm going to get a card of clarification for you, because you probably already knew that. So we're probably not giving you anything you don't know with that spread. But let's see at a soul level. At a soul level, what is it that Virgo needs to hear? All right, 9 of Fire. So Virgo, the same as our Aries, it says don't give up. You're doing important work in the world. You're doing important work on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your relationship with spirit. Don't give up on forming right relationships all over the place. It says protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Right on. All right, let's go for Libra. Let's clear the deck for Libra. Um, let's see. Okay, Sammy, thank you. Yeah, if she's saying her son is a Leo and very short-tempered, very common. Get him a Leo adult that can help him as a young Leo. As a young Scorpio, I had an older female Scorpio that helped me understand me, and I highly recommend that, especially for your son with being a Leo. And Sammy, the links for the PayPal and the Venmo are in the description of the video. My Venmo is Tiffany-Harlick, Harelijk, and there's a link to my PayPal if you prefer that. But I greatly appreciate it. I know they will too. I can't wait to surprise them and be like, we did it. Here's your new bike. You can keep volunteering. You don't have to walk all across the Indian countryside. So let's clear for our Libras. Clearing for Libras. Clearing for Libras. Just getting... in fact, you know what? I'm going to copy and paste in a reply to you so that it's there. All right, so we're clearing for Libras. What is it that our Libra friends need to hear for the weekend? Something that gives them some good mojo, some practical advice, a way to understand the energy that they're swimming around in. Clearing for Libra for the weekend. All right, the Ten of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups upright, Page of Wands. Pretty positive little Libra reading we have going on here. It looks like to me the worst is over. Something that you were really dreading is behind you. Something that has maybe been weighing you down for a while, or that you like just, if there's something that you haven't gotten around to, it's like you got around to it. You know what I mean? The worst is over. We've got the Ace of Cups here, which is about moving forward with love, prosperity, abundance, light. Aces are about new beginnings, and so maybe there's something that really needed your forgiveness or needed to be healed or needed to be said or done or whatever, but it's over now and you can move forward. The Page of Wands is about taking new action. And so Libras, fortunately, you're really great at being able to move forward. You're not typically the kind of person that's going to hold a grudge, but there is something that has bothered you, and you are moving forward clearly in a positive new direction. There is a little bit of warning. There can be times in your life where you are doing it all on your own, all by yourself, and this can be a form of people pleasing, like this can be a form of martyrdom. But what it definitely is a form of self-reliance where you are not co-creating with the spirit of the universe. It's like you're off by yourself doing your own thing because you got this, and that's what makes you feel safe and secure. Well, we're looking for a right relationship with the spirit of the universe, right? And this is going to involve reeling it in a little bit on how much you actually bring to the table, okay? Because it's not you through which it is, you are the vessel here. You are not the source. And so just showing up to be the best vessel, thy will, not mine, is going to be, I think, a beneficial attitude for a lot of our Libras that are watching. So let's get a card of clarification for you guys. We're happy for our Libras that are moving forward in new directions. Let's get a card of clarification. Oops. Okay. All right. We got the Four of Air. It says time to take a rest or a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision, and that meditation can provide some answers. So hopefully that helps some of you Libras out there. It's kind of, I'm giving you mixed messages, because in some ways I'm like, the worst is over. You don't have to decide that anymore, but it's also like, go slowly forward. If you go slow, nobody will get hurt. Let's clear for our Scorpios. Clearing for our Scorpios. Being careful to remove my very scorpionic energy from the reading. And just clear for all of the Scorpios that might be watching now, live or later. Let's get a clear message for our Scorpios. Coming direct from Spirit. Seven of Coins. And a Knight of Coins. And a Wheel of Fortune. This is pretty exciting. in the world. Should we stop there or should we tempt fate? No, we should stop there. All right. So Scorpios, this is about planting seeds and having faith that it's all going to work out okay. The Knight of Wands means you are taking on more tasks. You're taking on more things to do. So just again, being careful that you don't overdo it because you're really great at that. You are the executors, you are the executioners of the zodiac. So if anybody's going to get something done, you can count on a Scorpio to end it, to see it through to the end, to make it happen, to bring it out of the idea and into the physical world, right? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you. There is a waiting period where you are a little bit uncomfortable, but just rely on that great faith that good things are happening. Take on the attitude that something wonderful is just around the corner. You've got a Wheel of Fortune here. Interestingly, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is a turning point in the tarot deck. If you study the tarot deck, this is the number 10 card, right? And so it's halfway through, so you're at a turning point in your life where things are about to change. And so you have an opportunity to roll the dice with your co-creator or to not. Right? So this is an opportunity for you to take a gamble on yourself, Scorpio, because the world is right there. You know, you're changing the world. I'll tell you guys, for me, that I had a really great phone call with a big company yesterday that wants to help promote Wise Skies. And so for me, it was a game changer. It was an ability to bring, like the world card is about using your life experience to really help others and to shift out of self and into service. And so this phone call that I had yesterday would allow us to serve a whole lot more people than necessarily I'm able to reach on my own. So this is very beneficial for me, right? Other Scorpios, the Wheel of Fortune isn't always like pretty, you know. You might be quitting your job and starting a whole new way of life and getting your sea legs around it. This is a major turning point for you where ahas have been had this week, and this weekend you're going to just kind of pray and have faith. You know, you don't have to do a lot. The things are in motion, all right? Things are in motion. Let's get a card of clarification for our Scorpio friends. Clearing for our Scorpios. Clearing for our Scorpios. I'm just getting a card of clarification that helps them feel seen and heard by the cosmic realm. Okay. The sun, which has to do with Archangel Uriel, it says there's a happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself, Scorpio. You know, you are a power player, and use it wisely is what I'll say. So I'll mention this book again, Warrior of the Light. Okay, so be warriors of the light. Use your power wisely. Good things are happening. All right, let's believe it together and we'll conjure it up. So let's go with Sagittarius. Let's clear the deck for Sagittarius. The archer, the gypsy, the teacher, the truth seeker, the athlete, the adventurer, you know. Let's clear for Sagittarius. See what it is that we need to know for our Sagittarius people watching. Clearing for Sag. Okay. Okay, clearing for Sag. Okay. Here's what fell out. All right, we got the 8 of Coins reversed and the 9 of Wands. And honestly, I just feel like you might be feeling undervalued. I feel like you are spending long hours working in a situation that isn't paying off for you. And so you're getting kind of frustrated. See the frustration, in that guy's eyes? He is not happy about all those wands. And this guy feels like, ooh, his hard work is not being seen. And so it's like, in some ways, are you working behind the scenes, or are you not being seen for what you're like? Are you not getting the amount of recognition that you would like? The 10 of Swords here reversed, we just got that. So I will say it's like, you know, not focusing on that which didn't happen or how bad things are or how unappreciated you might be feeling. Like, that's not helping the situation here. So what is it that our Sag needs to hear? 3 of Swords is like very heartbreaking situation here. You know, it's like your heart has been wrecked And here we've got the Empress. Oops, sorry. I got the Tower card, the Queen of Coins. I mean, I just feel like a very tumultuous thing is going on, either with a woman in your life, or could be the mother. Sorry, the mother of your children. Could be somebody that you want to be the mother of your children. It could be just this period of incubation where everything just feels really upside down, and you're not sure which direction you want to go with your heart. And so this exercise is specific for you, Sagittarius, but anybody can use it. I just did it with a session this morning, and you can simply just stand up, ask the question, and let your body wisdom either let you lean forward like a pendulum or lean backward. And so you're going to start to follow your heart and to trust it. And because your heart, has the wisdom that you need. You don't have to look outside; it's right there. So if you've got something that's breaking your heart, if you're thinking about leaving your marriage, if you're thinking about leaving your job, if you're not feeling appreciated, seen, heard, or loved in what you're doing, why wouldn't you think about leaving? You know what I mean? And so you don't want to poof that up in you. What you want to do is start to feel assured that you're doing the work of your heart's desire from the inside out, that you're not really needing that assurance from anybody, and that you are choosing to be exactly where you want to be. All right. And so hopefully that's helpful to some of you guys. And let's get a card of clarification that really helps Sagittarius feel seen, heard, appreciated, valued, loved. Okay. All right, Sag. Unity. This is from Archangel Sandalphon. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. All right, Sag. So if you have isolated, if you haven't been plugged into a spiritual community, if you don't have a brotherhood or a sisterhood, this is a reminder to find that group where you really belong. It doesn't mean leave your tribe. It just means find that sense of support that you're looking for. I'm going to read it again. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. All right, so next, who do we have next? We have Capricorn. Sorry, I keep kicking my little desk here. All right, so for Capricorn, going into the last 3 readings here, in case anybody's just tuning in for the last portion, I want to request that you guys make any tips through Venmo or PayPal. I'll leave them in the links. Any donations you make today are going to buy my friend's family a bike in India. Their bike was stolen and they were delivering food to the masses, and I want to help replace their bike. It's a surprise. It's not something they asked for, and I'd really like to reach my goal of $350. So if these readings have been awesome for you and you've used them in your daily life, hey, you didn't book like a weekly tarot reading, so you've saved some money. So if you have a little bit to be generous with, if everybody put in $5 or $10, I know we could get there easily. So I would love the support and helping this family who's doing good things on the ground. We're not paying corporations, we're not paying admin, we're not paying for somebody to sit in an office. This is a family on the ground bringing food to people. All right, so thank you for your support. Let's go into Capricorn. I have full faith that we're going to get it done today, guys. You guys have big hearts, and I know we can do it together. All right, so Capricorn, let's clear for Capricorn. Clear for Cap. 7 of Wands here. All right, kind of a similar vibe going on. This feels more like it has to do with your relationship than with work. But we have the 7 of Wands where we're in a bit of me versus the world. Nobody's helping me. I'm doing it all alone. So it could be that you just received a whole lot of responsibility that you're not really, it's almost like, okay, here's an example from a friend in my life this week. Like, she was offered to take on more territory without a raise in pay. So it's like, will you do more work but get paid the same? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm feeling like for you Capricorns out there. We do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands and the Lovers, okay? So this is a very steamy relationship setup. So I would say this weekend, put this mess aside You know, no, you're not going to take on more territory for the same amount of pay. Simple. Your crazy tarot lady said that. And now you're going to focus on this steamy new relationship, right? And so, where am I out of balance with my divine masculine and feminine, and kind of get into a better flow with that? This could be right relationship within your own self. This could be a relationship you're having with a lover, your what does everybody call them? Your twin flames, right? Your star partners, whatever. But it could also just be as simple as right relationship within yourself. You're balancing something out, and you're not going to do more than your fair share, Capricorn. So let's get a card of clarification. Did I get the card of clarification for Scorpio? I forgot. Did I do it for Sag? I don't know. Hope so. Guess you guys will comment if I did it. Let's go into our clarification for Capricorn. It says the High Priestess, represented by Archangel Haniel. It says, listen to your intuition, Capricorn. Have patience, Capricorn. Consider carefully what you want before acting. All right? Beautiful. All right, let's move into Aquarius energy. Clearing the deck for all of our Aquarius friends. Anybody watching that needs a little message for an Aquarius? Clearing for Aquarius. Okay. Taking a big inhale through your nose and exhaling. Energy's feeling kind of stagnant, isn't it? Like we gotta loosen it up in here. All right, Aquarius, what do you need to hear? We got the Four of Coins, Six of Wands, Nine of Coins. So I'm gonna say your conservative financial behavior has paid off or is paying off for you. So I would say, look, like this isn't the time to make a big, huge expense. This isn't a time to switch your investments. Largely, like your financial habits are paying off for you. So keep doing them. You know, this is a time to be conservative, Aquarius. So maybe you have a lot of money in the bank, maybe you don't. Either way, you're just going to go slow with your finances because something is around the corner. You know, so if you, like, for me, I had a whole lot of subscriptions going on that built up over 2020. I guess I subscribed to like everything. So I went through and slashed all of those. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. It's like, where can you kind of rein it in a little bit and be conservative, be responsible, because that is what is going to give you this victory, this win. All right, it doesn't have to be in money. It could be in some other area, but that's what I'm picking up on. All right, Aquarius, and what is a card of clarification for you? Something that helps you feel seen by the unseen world, that's right there with you. The unseen helpers are available for all of us. We just have to ask. Spirit's never not there. Five of Fire, somebody else got this too. Competing goals. All right, it says bothersome details and conflicts with others. So, you know, pick your battles. You know, I guess I've said that a lot today. There's kind of been a theme around the readings I've done this far. Not just here, but in my private practice with the people that book one-on-one sessions with me. It's like, okay, just be really careful what you're fighting about and what you're fighting for. I'm going to say this book again, The Warrior of the Light, helps you really figure out what is it that you are at war with, you know? And so that's for you, Capricorn. Aquarius. Sorry. Thank you. All right, now let's move into Pisces. For our last reading of the day, let's clear for Pisces. Just get a sweet message here, something that our Pisces friends need to hear. Clearing for our Pisces. Okay. Let's see, we got the Chariot fell out. Things are moving forward. Things are going in the right direction. Let's get a message for what they need to do, the Pisces, this weekend. Weird. Okay. So we got the Chariot, all right? And we got the Eight of Coins reversed. We got the Sun reversed. And the Knight of Coins And so I want to say be careful, Pisces, because it seems like your charitable heart could get you into trouble. So either it could be that you're overcommitting to something, or that you're taking on, like, you're doing all these GoFundMe's for all the people in the world, right? Like, just be careful, because it looks like you could get yourself in a situation where, what if you don't reach your GoFundMe goal, and then you feel like you're disappointing yourself. And so I just want to remind everybody that the Chariot is not just a yes card. It's not just about moving forward. It's a card that reminds us to use our primal instincts to work with the nature of everybody involved. And what I mean by work with the nature of everybody involved, the Chariot is usually pulled by horses and the Stag swans. But like, you think of like huskies and pulling the dog sled. You think about like any animal, like, or even the bulls that do the gardening plowing, right? These animals don't have to help us. They don't have to. They have their own wild nature. They are choosing to help us because of our great relationship. Hopefully, hopefully this isn't a submission thing, like you haven't been abusive to this little swan here. So Pisces, you want to work with people with, you kind of want to train them with their own nature, right? Like, you want to reward them. You want to find out their love language and give it to them. Okay, so Pisces, working with the primal instinct, not necessarily your awesome intuition, not necessarily your great thinking and best logic, but really going forward with your primal instincts. What drives you? What drives everybody else in your life? And how can you work with that to motivate everybody around you? That was a good one. All right, let's clear for our Pisces for a final card of clarification for our Pisces. Clearing for our Pisces. Okay. Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, a career advancement. It says change your life now. Like, can I be clearer? Change your life now. Pisces, you're welcome. Have a great weekend. Guys, I'm going to do one final card for all of us watching in case none of that made sense, in case none of it fit. This one will. Okay, this one will. So let's get a final blessing for our weekend, for everybody who took the time to watch. Four of Air. Time to take rest or a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. I think Libra's got this, but this one's going to be for everybody. Meditation may provide answers, it says. All right, so meditation may provide answers. Let's see if we can get any more from that by just reading what she wrote about her own deck. All right, it says it's time to take a rest, vacation, or just create time to regroup and rejuvenate. Retreat from the world and any stress or concerns. If you've been ill, focus upon healing and don't rush back into action. We all need some time alone. The situation requires significant reflection on your part. Meditation, right, we talked about that, can provide the answers you seek if you've exhausted all intellectual possibilities for a solution. And that's great. When we have exhausted our intellectual possibilities, we are beyond human aid, we are beyond logical reasoning. That's the moment when we finally remember spirit. It's like if you have a missing persons case and you've gone to the police and you've gone to the FBI and you've gone to the local law enforcement and you've gone to all of the places, and then the last place you look is the medium, who, if you had contacted the medium first, probably could have found them, right? And so that's kind of how I'm feeling about this general reading for all of us. It's like that great place to be when you've exhausted everything, because then boom, the answers are going to come. When you are like, screw it, I have a case of the screw-its and I'm going to surrender to a higher power, to not knowing, to not figuring it out, and then there's enough release for the right answer to come. Additional meanings are to get more sleep, to allow more time before making a choice. It can mean the end of a stressful period, and it can be when we feel mentally exhausted. So getting help, making things easy for yourself this weekend, guys. Like, make the easy dinner, don't make the complicated one. Watch the thing that you want to watch, listen to the music that sets the tone. take rest, take rest in your own hearts, and take care of your own hearts. Is a message that I got very strongly yesterday too. So last and final plug, if these readings have been significant to you and you haven't had the opportunity to make a tip, please put $5 in my Venmo or my PayPal, more if you have it. And I'm going to use everything that we have earned today to help my friends in India that are needing a new bike to serve food in their community. It's a pretty dire situation, and I would really like the Wise Skies community to help. So I'm calling on you guys to be angels, to be good stewards of the money that you've made, and help our friends out there. So thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with me. I'm going to be recording the February podcast next week, so you can get a glimpse into what's going on in February. I know some people are like, what's up with the astrology right now? Whoa, I mean, seriously, especially where we live and the kind of news we've been watching, the astrology is bang on. Just want to remind everybody that we have 3 Saturn Uranus squares next year. The order of things will change. The things are, it's like a big old gong crash in the middle of, like, structures are falling down, and that's okay. It looks to be very chaotic sometimes, but there is a controlled destruction of the what's the right word, like, order of things. And so it can feel surprising, it can feel unsettling, and it can throw us off our balance. And I'm not saying like, ooh, 2021 is going to be awful all year, but I am saying don't be so surprised. Let's not be so surprised. Let's equip ourselves to be warriors of the light, okay, so that we can make good reactions and good responses, and really be proud of the lives that we're living. So, wiseskiescollective.com. Would love to do some readings for you. We're open, we're open for business. There's 5 of us right now doing readings. And thank you for your continued support of the Free Tarot Fridays and the programming that's coming up. We've got a dream interpretation class. There is a class about Enneagrams. And I finally locked down a teacher on runes. Apparently it is a much bigger subject than I realized, so I asked her to teach 2 separate classes, and she was willing. You don't have to have runes to participate. You don't have to remember your dreams to get something about dream interpretation. And I think that Enneagram is an easy thing. Like, I don't know anything about it, so I'm equally excited about all of these classes. And I love you guys so much. Namaste. Have a beautiful weekend. Trust your heart, and until we can hang out together in the heart space again, guys.